Kutsia with the delivery. Itumeleng Khune comes out and leaves it. And that's the opener. Mamelodi Sundowns break the deadlock, and it's that man we were just talking about him. He's off the mark. Last season's joint top scorer opens his account as Itumeleng Khune came out and flapped it here. And the grateful Peter Shalulile snapped that one up. 16 he got last campaign. He's up and running.
Khune comes out, but look, he's a little bit under pressure. He's starting position. He's a little bit late because he's being impeded.
Taking them on. Kermit Erasmus, Romeo, back to Swane. And Itumeleng Khune read the danger, but they can't keep it out. Romeo is up and running. 2-0. And now, what was a mountain to climb just really became Everest. Khune initially did well to come out, to cut out Erasmus, but it eventually fell back again into his path, and now he seems to be limping a little bit there. But as Itumeleng Khune came off his line there, a nice little pass from Swane there.
Well-weighted pass.
Beautiful pass, and then Itumeleng Khune was always going to be in trouble there, and guess who's won it?
Looks like is it Mshishi?
Oh, it's actually being left to the footballer, the PSL's player of the season, to market the game with an easily slotted goal that puts this baby to bed once and for all. It's an emphatic win.
Well taken. Sends Khune the wrong way and hits it nice and hard.
Ending.
The shrill of the whistle, a turn and a goal. Lekay catches out Cape Town City. Goalkeeper Leeuwenburg caught napping at the near post, and Sundowns have the early lead.
That's a brilliant worked set piece. And guess the attention from City was onto the player that ran.
Here comes Jali again. Oh, he's done the hamstring. Chance though to put it away, and they've done so. You've got to feel sorry for Andile Jali, but congratulate Mamelodi Sundowns in the process. He's had a lot of trouble with those hamstrings, Andile Jali, and you wonder if that's going to set him back. Look at the concern from his teammates. No chance to celebrate, really. Machawa with the finish. I don't think he realizes the what's happened to Jali here. Young man celebrating his goal, but much concern in the Sundowns ranks for Andile Jali.
You got to appreciate Andile Jali.
3 of their 4 matches so far this campaign. Great chance, and Themba Zwane buries it back on level terms immediately, reminding us why he is the current footballer of the season, players player of the season, and midfielder of the season. A man who contributed several goals last season, a dozen across all competitions, has banged home his 2nd of this season, and back on level terms on the home side. At the end of this past campaign, clear here, Themba Zwane still going, looks for a second. Oh, that is sensational. Themba Zwane scored a brace in the space of 2 minutes against Amazulu in what has overturned a 1-goal deficit. Sundowns soar into a 1-goal lead, and it's the one man who scores his 4th goal this week to give Sundowns a lead before half-time in the opening half.
These are smiles that they deserve, not tricking the man in possession.
Oh, lovely ball through here, an opportunity to make it 3, a little flick on, it's stroked home. It's finally come, the hat-trick goal, and all before the half-hour mark. Themba Zwane has scored a sensational hat-trick for Mamelodi Sundowns, who were trailing by 1 15 minutes ago, and now find themselves up by 2. It's a remarkable turnaround from a sensational player, and Sundowns turning up the heat against their visitors this afternoon.
Had a party on Brendan's side.
Oh, here it is. Yes, number 4 has come. Peter Shalulile has come and delivered. A man who's been providing all the creativity has finally got his second goal of the season. A man who's tried to model himself on his hero Samuel Eto'o, the great Cameroonian striker. And a man who turned 27 last month pitches up to find his second goal of the season and his second in Sundowns colours. Joint leading goal scorer last season continues on his merry ways as he finds a 4th for Sundowns here at Loftus.
Where was the keeper going? If you do come out and if you commit like he's just done now.
In from Erasmus, header from Shalulile. Goal, Mamelodi Sundowns inside 7 minutes. And simply done too by the champions. Well, there were 2 men who went up for it and both missed it, and Shalulile just behind them puts it in the back of the net. It's over Macheke. And it's also wide of Dino van Rooyen for them to go back top. Shalulile, chance from Kermit Erasmus. You don't give him that kind of space without being punished. Just bangs it home. 2-0 already for the champions, and as William points out, just getting themselves into a big muddle there, Stellenbosch. Stolen away by Shalulile, and selfishly sets it up here for Erasmus. And he needs no second invitation from this angle. Now my boy into Erasmus, lays it back, surely Zwane here, and that is number 3. Simply done by Mamelodi Sundowns, and they have increased the lead here. And once again they will pay tribute to Anele Ngonga.
Beautifully done. Ball that gets through. Look at that. That for me is where the real trick happened, and the recovery for the defenders was way behind the action.
Well, it was the persistence here of Lekay that set it all up, and then my boy with a lovely little ball, Kermit playing it back into the path, and Zwane did so well to peel away and find plenty of space for himself.
Towards goal, slipped into a danger area, Sundowns, and there it is. It's already half a dozen goals for Mamelodi Sundowns star man Themba Zwane. He's got the opener just beyond the half-hour mark. Mwange finally beaten, and Maritzburg United, who've had their fair share of opportunities, fail to convert any of them. On the opposite side, Sundowns, who too have had their chances, have seen the ball buried by a man who can do no wrong this campaign, Themba Zwane. 6th goal of the DSTV Premiership in just 6 games. Lovely ball in here, Shalulile! He's done it! The Namibian international has struck again for Mamelodi Sundowns, and he could not be more delighted. His 4th goal of the campaign, and a lead that Sundowns would have been expecting following promising attack after promising attack has finally come as the Namibian international cashes in against this side that last season played as his former club.
It was a powerful shot from Shalulile, getting his side the lead this evening.
Has the option to set up player out wide. My boy held it up back to Zwane. He's got his 7th. It is teamwork at its very best, but Themba Zwane delivers the killer blow, and inside the final 15 minutes, TS Galaxy concede a 2nd goal in the top flight for the first time, as Themba Zwane continues on his rampant ways to start the DSTV campaign. It's 7 in 7 for the magnificent footballer who was crowned last season top player by peers, coaches and fans alike.
Thought about having a shot, then unselfishly played it. A great friend from Mabue, and knew exactly what he wanted to do.
In what proves to be the final domestic act of 2020. As a set piece is headed home, and it's brilliantly done. It's a debut goal for Mutobi Mvala, and Rulani Mukwena with a massive smile on his face. He was the man who took the decision to give Mvala the chance, and it is paid off excellently. The former Highlands Park captain finds himself steering Sundowns in front, and he will receive high fives from all his... Lyle Lakay and Rivaldo Kutsia again stand over this set piece. Lakay, Kutsia sends it in toward the back post. It's looping and it's headed home. Mamelodi Sundowns, almost against the run of play, have scored the opener as Brian Onyango scores the first goal in the DSTV Premiership of 2021. In the end, the set pieces work. Pirates protest, unhappy, crestfallen, say what you like. Sundowns celebrate. At home, they've taken the lead. And it's Brian Onyango, having scored less than a month after his Sundowns debut. That's Givens. Through ball, Sereno one-on-one here. Can he finish? He finds the finish. It might have taken a deflection from the hand of Chipazeze, but not enough to parry around the upright. It is Gaston Sereno who has fired home his third goal of the season, his second in the league, to give Sundowns a lead and potentially set up that 5-point advantage atop the standings once again. Left wondering what might have been if they can't find the back of the net here. It's Erasmus and eventually tapped home. No offside. Shalolile has doubled the advantage in a quick-fire time. Well, his celebrations just get more outrageous, bordering on ludicrous. But the man is celebrating. He came into this tie with 6 league goals. He now has 10 goals across all competitions for Sundowns this campaign. In his first season with the Brazilians, he is showing genuine class and an incredible ability to adapt. The Namibian scores, Sundowns are 2 to the good.
Look at the number of touches into that area.
He, over the age of 30, recently turned 32. Great chance here, and buried. The goal drought is broken. Kermit Erasmus, moments before half-time, has finally banged in a goal. Let's see Sundowns score. It ends that goal drought. Erasmus as his 3rd league goal of the season, his 4th across all competitions. And maybe, just maybe, that winning feeling is set to return today.
Sereno again. Zwane! Scores for the first time since the 9th of January. Oh, it's Shalolile.
It is.
Shalolile, do beg your pardon. What a great goal that was. He had to take it off the hip. Strikes it well. Sundowns are level.
I was throwing a warning to say if you defend too deep in your own half, you're inviting trouble. And that's the trouble they invited. And you cannot afford to do that when you have a Sundowns that spreads the ball with Sereno, who's just come on. Good vision, well set up.
Lesedi Kapinga! And smashed home, no offside flag! And have they snuck it in the final moments here through Shalolile? He's a man that lurks in the danger zone. He's in the kitchen, Mark.
What page was it when we were talking about the 10 men who can be dangerous? Was it page 1? And we're referring back to that page 1 to say they are going to calculate. And there's a reason why Mkulisa came on, and there's a reason why Kapinga came on, because
it's going to be Lyle Lakay, or is it going to be? It is going to be Lyle Lakay through the wall, through the goalkeeper. Sundowns lead.
And look, when he went straight and pinning it down on the bottom corner of that upright on the right side of Oscar. Well taken, well executed. Over that, and the derby from Ren. That's 1-2.
Good opportunity for Gaston Sereno. Zwane! Welcome back, sir.
Babize bonke bazobona senzani. Zwane said babize bonke. Sereno said they are coming, and indeed it's unfortunate for Masuluki at that point in time. There was little he could do about it.
Yeah, absolutely good play, good build-up, lack of defence really. And Themba Zwane will score his 8th goal of the season and join Grobler from SuperSport United at the top of the table, which leads to a very interesting